This is an audio test. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End of the audio test 1. Hello everyone and welcome to MHS Sports on MHTV. I'm Jess Burton and today we're at Staff Sergeant Christopher Piper Field at Marblehead High School as the Magicians Girls Lacrosse team takes on the Melrose Red Hawks. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV, and be sure to stay tuned to the end of the broadcast when I'll announce the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. The Magicians are headed out on the field. They'll soon be joined by the Red Hawks as we get ready for what we hope is a doubleheader for us today, despite some rainy weather this morning here in Marblehead. The boys will play at 3, but the girls will try to pick up a win over the Red Hawks here to start the afternoon. It's been a rough year so far for the girls. At one point in the season, they were 3-4. After starting 1-4, but since then they've lost 6 of their last 7, but they are coming off a win, a 13-4 win over Winthrop in their most recent game, which snapped a 6-game losing streak. Could have a tough matchup against the Red Hawks today. Pretty talented team on the other side. In net for the Magicians, as she has been all season, is a freshman, Molly Ballard. And on the other side, a senior, Sophia Hitchman, is in net for Melrose. In there to line up for the opening face-off today is Rachel Delisle. She'll be opposed by Anna Matthews. Referee going to place the ball between the 2 sticks, and we are about ready to go here. Bouncing ball off the face-off, swept out of the face-off circle, popped up in the air, and caught. Melrose turns it over quickly, though, and it is Sydney Shull with it. It's a good start for the Magicians, turning them over and earning the first real offensive possession. This is Avery Weiser. She gives it up. And Gretchen Smith, one of the leading goal scorers for the team this season. Basically have 3 or 4 girls that really carry the offense. Smith, Forbes, Gillette, and Delisle. This is Forbes. Nice snag. Working to her left. Now back to her right. Has space to shoot, and she scores! Number 1, Maddie Forbes makes it 1-0. A minute and 6 seconds in, and that is exactly the start that the Magicians need today. The leading goal scorer for the Magicians adds to her season total. The bench and the coaching staff happy with that. Light rain starts to come down again. So it's been on and off here the last hour or so. A good catch by Forbes. She's going the wrong way. Now she figures it out. Gave it up to Whitney Jellison. This is Catherine Kamas. That's off the post. Kamas just missing. She's having an outstanding freshman year. I said there are about 4 girls that carry the offense. She would be the 5th. She has had a really good season. And a bright future ahead for her. Her brother Ryan Kamas, an outstanding athlete here at MHS. Plays hoops and football. Catherine hoping to make a name for herself over the next few years, as Ryan has. Pretty good defense for the Magicians here on Melrose first possession as Maddie Forbes forces the ball out to the perimeter. We're going to have a cross-check called there against the Magicians. It's going to go against Courtney Hogue. So a scoring opportunity for Melrose. Trying to even it up. It was blocked. It goes by the net, picked up by the Red Hawks, and they score. That is Lucy Clark. Clark makes it 1-1. 2 goals in the first 3 minutes of the game. We have 4 12-minute periods. 9:19 left in the first. Lucy Clark, one of the 3 captains for Melrose. Sophia Hitchman, the goalie, is another, and Allison Doherty, who wears 16, is the 3rd captain. For the Magicians, their captains this season are Kate Burns and Caroline Scroop. They get it right back into the hands of Clark. She's charging forward again. Save made by Ballard. Magicians get it quickly upfield. Nicely done. Forbes up to Bontades. Pass across the lane and a whistle. Kamas was setting up Gretchen Smith. Smith was fouled, so she'll have the scoring chance. Trying to put the Magicians back on top. That too was blocked and saved. So both free attempts, one on either side. The defense getting a piece of it. Melrose in transition, and the whistle will stop them. But it's in their favor. Anna Matthews lined up here. Will fire quickly and score. That makes it 2-1. My mistake on the goalie for Melrose, I thought 45 was in net, but it's number 5, and that's Tessa Califf. She is listed on the JV roster. She's just a sophomore. I'm not sure why their senior goalie not getting the call today. Maybe injured. But the other goalie on the bench looks like is also listed on the JV roster. Izzy Costello wearing 48 and a helmet on the sideline. Melrose wins the draw. 7:45 left to play in the opening frame. Oh, good pass, good cut. They score 3-1. Number 24, Ella Daniels slipping right through the Magicians' defense, all alone in the middle. Great find and finish there. So after Forbes got the first goal of the game, it's 3 straight now for the Red Hawks. Sometimes the players oppose each other in the face-off circle. Sometimes they line up shoulder to shoulder, as they do this time around. That ball's dropped by Matthews, knocked around a bit. Magicians pick up the ground ball. Courtney Hoguet, surrounded, has it knocked away. So does Burns, but she's fouled. Burns walks into a double team, triple team, gives it back to Hoguet. Burns calling for it back. Hoguet throws it right to Clark Arnold. And Arnold fakes high, goes low, and scores. Chloe Arnold makes it 4-1. A bad turnover there by Hoguet and the Magicians. Basically threw it right to her. One of the issues this season for the Magicians has been the defense and goals allowed, the amount of goals allowed, especially during that 6-game losing streak, which they just snapped. They gave up 16, 15, 15, 14, 12, and 15. Backtracking. In their wins this season, they've allowed 1 and 5 and 7 and 12 is the highest. Another single-digit 4 in their most recent game. So when the defense plays well, they win. They've already put themselves in a hole here, down 4-1 early on. 6:15 left in the first. This is the first meeting between the two teams, out of conference tilt. Melrose will stay on the North Shore, so to speak, and play Swampscott next. They want to take care of the Magicians first, and they're doing a pretty good job of it so far early on. Now it's 5-1 after that goal. And that is Clark's second. It's the third to last regular season game for the Magicians. Unfortunately, it looks like they'll be maybe the only team, most likely the only team that misses out on the state tournament this year. They may squeak in because of the way that the bracket is designed now, but doubtful with the 5-10 overall record. Probably have to be in the top 32 or so, and they're outside of that right now. And this is a whistle from the back official that's going to turn Melrose over back to the Magicians. Luck out there. Might have been offsides. This is Delisle, who will start it. She's a junior. Plays defense, but does some goal scoring. Does a lot of goal scoring. She was on her way there, but had it knocked away from behind. Teammates need to let her know there's trouble coming. That's knocked out of bounds. Magicians awarded the ball. Delisle can't make the catch. Tough one, though. Pass was behind her. It's knocked forward. Maddie Forbes took a shot to the cheek. Back to Bontades from behind the net. Kamas and Smith placed back there. Smith with it. Those two play catch. Now they'll swing it out to the corner, and it's dropped, and it'll find its way out of bounds back to Melrose. So Cooliff in net for Melrose has only seen 2 shot attempts. One she allowed in, one hit the post. This will go into the corner, and it stays in bounds. Tracked down by the Magicians. Avery Weiser takes a little shove, draws a whistle. Weiser will work her way up the sideline on the restart. Tries to thread a pass through. Cannot. It's taken away by Healy. This is Addison Healy weaving her way through defenders. And a yellow card comes out on Forbes. 2-minute penalty for a slash on Forbes. And that could prove costly. 3:32 on the clock in the first, 5-1 already. A good opportunity for Melrose to score goal number 6 here, up a player. Chloe Arnold works her way out from behind the net. Now they throw it middle. Good catch. It's knocked to the turf. And it's going to be Marblehead ball. Burns has a little bit of space to work with. Nice move, shakes 2 defenders, gets rid of it. Good catch by Weiser. Now Kamas works into the middle and scores! Catherine Kamas makes it 5-2. That ends the run of 5 straight goals, and it's a short-handed goal for the Magicians. A little over a minute left on the Forbes penalty. Ends up with Ballard. Red Hawks couldn't make the pass. Ballard tried to send a long one out about 25 yards. It was read the whole way by Daniels. Great interception. And for Kamas, you need to come up on that ball instead of waiting for it to get to you. That's on the turf. Daniels and Hogue into the corner. Daniels comes out with it. Pass middle, and they score. Slam dunk for Chloe Arnold. They get the goal back, and it's 6-2. Arnold's second of the afternoon. Still about 15 seconds left on the power play. Forbes has to spend all 2 minutes in the box. Face-off picked up on a hop by the Red Hawks. Matthews drops it down low, gets it back. Melrose wanted to send a cutter in the middle. Now they do. It's Nadia Santos. She's the one who hesitated a bit a moment ago, looking to cut. It was going to be picked up by Hogue. That time had some space to get in the middle. Couldn't do anything with it. Now it's back up top, out of Lucy Clark's hands, with Doherty, one of the 3 captains. Doherty circles around, kicks it out to Healy. Matthews directs traffic, calls Clark up. Clark spins, defended well. Good defense by Forbes, back in there. Down to 30 seconds left in the first. All eyes on Clark, coming out into the middle. Double teamed. And there's stick-to-stick contact. That draws a whistle. It'll set up Anna Matthews' scoring chance, but that brings us to the end of the first quarter before she'll get a chance to set up. And that's where they'll start when we get back for the second. But at the end of the first, it's 6-2 Melrose. You're watching MHS Sports on MHTV. And we'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. We'll be right back with the second quarter. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. Second quarter about to get underway. I thought they'd pick it up where they left off, but they'll set up for a face-off to begin the second. Teams will switch ends. And it's Delisle and Matthews as the first quarter began, so does the second. Those two lined up for the draw. Nice catch by Jill Frawley. High pass. Another good catch. Now right into the middle, and they score 10 seconds into the period. That is Anna Matthews, and that is her second of the day. 7-2. Matthews, Arnold, and Clark all have 2 goals. And Daniels, the solo scorer for Melrose. Weiser had it, fumbled it, got it back. Now it's up to Forbes. Brings it into the offensive zone. That's past Weiser. And that's going to be contact against Hogue. Doherty picks it up and gets into motion. Up to Matthews. 5 white jerseys in front of her, but a few of them had their back turned to the ball. Want to keep your eyes on the ball handler. A minute in here, second quarter. Melrose looking for their second goal in the frame. Want to add to their lead. Doherty kicks it out on the perimeter with Healy. They'll spin it behind the net. Good defense collapses on Arnold, unable to get a shot away. Then they throw it away. Burns picks it up. Eyes upfield. Needed eyes in the back of her head. See the defender come in, knocked it away. Now Forbes in trouble, being chased back. Low pass. Good gather by Burns. Another short hop. Came up on Kamas, but she's able to make the catch. Kamas carries behind the net, undefended. They had Montades cutting middle. Delisle, those quick feet, but runs into defense. Forbes draws a second defender, gives it up. Smith, Kamas, excuse me, working. Looked like she was pushed. There's the whistle. And Kamas, she scored the second goal for the Magicians. Will have a chance for her second of the day. Last time they had a free chance like this, it was knocked away from behind. She gets this one off, but it's over the crossbar. Right into the hands of the Hawks. It's a long pass. And Doherty makes a nice play, coming up about 5 yards to make the grab instead of waiting for the ball to get to her. They want to work from out behind the net. It's Clark, fakes a couple passes. Tries to pick up the pace, now gives it up. Good defense by Goldwater. My mistake, Jellison, 33, not 23. On the far lane, there's contact. A charge call against Arnold. Ref probably thought she lowered that shoulder a bit into the defense, which she might have. The ball goes back to the Magicians. They can move in transition. This is Smith. Moss back to Smith. Magicians need to send cutters through the lane. Now they do. Delisle got in front of her defender, but they don't find her. Kamas looking for room to shoot. Has it knocked away. Foul against the Red Hawks. Kamas sent the last one over the crossbar. Let's see if she can lower this one and find the net. And she does. It's Catherine's second of the day. That makes it 7-3. Infraction on Forbes on the face-off. It'll be given to Melrose right at midfield. Ball with Jill Frawley. Referee gives her some space. 5 yards either way. And Frawley quickly by the defender. High pass this time, unsuccessful. Number 16, Doherty, kicked the ball back to her. Didn't know you could do that. Looks like she was hit as well, so she gets to start it up. We've played half of the second quarter, under 6 minutes. A goal for either side so far. And Clark adds to the total. She's got a hat trick, and it's 8-3. The senior captain for the Red Hawks having her way with the Magicians' defense here in the first half. Forbes in there against Matthews this time. Flipped outside the face-off circle, picked up by the Red Hawks. Daniels down to the goal line. Turns her eyes back to the perimeter, gives it up. They'll send it to Matthews. Picking up some momentum from the 25, cut off by Forbes. Now she gets by her, shoots, save made by Ballard. A race out in the back for it. It'll be Marblehead ball. Good hustle. The Magicians got to go a long way here. They don't get very far before they turn it over. Oh, but it's dropped by Melrose. Picked back up. Here's Avery Weiser. She has plenty of field in front of her to work with. To Bontades. She'll back it out. Back to Weiser. She and Delisle working on their passing. Got to see some more urgency here from the Magicians. Those passes are not going to move the defense at all, as Melrose just packs it in. They're going to give them all the space they want on the perimeter. They're not going to shoot from there. Actually asking them to shoot from there by the way their defense is set up. Back to Delisle. Let's see if she can get going. Gets around the double team. Save. Califf had it red. Melrose across midfield with Frawley. Down by the goal line. Daniels circles around. It's on the turf, but Arnold has plenty of room and time to pick it up. Pass into the middle. And Healy ran into Delisle shoulder to shoulder, dropped the ball. But they maintain possession. Back out to the top of the key. Matthews defended by Hogue. Trying to give her some space. She'll kick it instead, down beneath the net. Doherty's made some tough catches, including that one. .220 left before halftime. It was 6-2 Melrose after one. Currently 8-3. Good D by Burns. And her foot fire is going. That shot fake fooled me for a moment. Nice job by Arnold. Kicks it out. Tried to set a screen. A long possession here for Melrose. A minute and a half left. Matthews working against Weiser. Now with Arnold. Hogue defending. Good defense. Forcing another pass. This is Clark with a hat trick already. It's dropped, picked back up. And with space, they get in the middle. But a foul called from behind. That may have been best case for the Magicians because Arnold was going to be all alone with Bullard. With Bullard, excuse me. Now she is going to be one-on-one with her. Fakes, and scores. Got Bullard to give up a little bit of that right side of the net, and she continued her momentum towards us, and she finds the back of it to make it 9-3. And she too has a hat trick here in the first half. 47 seconds left. The Magicians will try Liv Goldwater in the face-off circle. Neither Forbes or Delisle have had success. Goldwater can't find it either. Half a minute to go. Arnold has it knocked away. Well defended by Forbes. Able to jar the ball loose without fouling. Long pass, good catch. Kamas, 10 seconds left. Gonna need a buzzer beater. Kamas, high shot. And out of bounds, and that will bring us to the end of the first half. With the score, 9-3, Melrose. Two of their players have hat tricks through the first 24 minutes of action. We'd like to remind you that MHTV is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so if you're enjoying this production of MHS Sports on MHTV, which I'm sure you are, please click subscribe on our YouTube page, and also consider making a donation by visiting our website, marbleheadtv.org, and clicking on the donate button right there on the homepage. We'll be back after this with second half action. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. The third quarter between the Magicians and the Melrose Red Hawks about to get underway. Teams will switch ends one more time, go the way they were in the first. 9-3 after 2. Melrose leads it. Hat tricks for them by Matthews and Clark. For the Magicians, Forbes scored the first goal of the game to make it 1-0. Then 5 straight for Melrose. Then Catherine Camas scored, and she scored the only goal in the second as well for the Magicians. They need some other people to get going here if they want to get back in it. They can't just rely on Camas and Forbes. Face-off set to be taken, and we're underway. Melrose wins the draw. Matthews trails towards the sideline, gives it up. This is Daniels. She has 1 goal. To Doherty. Shot it, but was hit from behind hard. And she'll have a free chance here. Chloe Rowland, the guilty party on the whistle. And Ballard makes a save. There's a rebound. Picked up by Melrose, and another foul. This time on Weiser. It'll be a second opportunity for Doherty. Now on the near side wing. Quick pass as the defense comes to double. And another save by Ballard denies Daniels. 2 really nice saves by the freshman in net for the Magicians. Frawley runs into 3 in front of her. She'll back it out. They work it over to Clark, their captain, and seems to be their biggest scoring threat. She draws 2 defenders. She had Ella Daniels wide open going back door behind her. They go up top instead, and it works out for him. That's Doherty. She had 2 free chances to score, but she scores with defenders draped all over her instead, and it makes it 10-3. Her first of the day. Comes 2 minutes and 9 seconds into the third quarter. Delisle back in there for the draw. It's batted around towards the Melrose bench. Picked up there. And they flip the field quickly to the far sideline. Some long, crisp passes this afternoon from Melrose. Defense leaves Chloe Arnold for some reason. Then they foul her. As she backed out, everybody went away from her. Yeah, false start. The Magicians luck out there. Forbes gives it up right away. Weiser up the far sideline. Defender trailing. Smith. They'd like to get her going. Magician's offense just doesn't seem to move quick enough. Here's Weiser. She has some space and bounces one in. The sophomore Avery Weiser with a wise decision to shoot low and bounce it past Tessa Califf, and that makes it 10-4. Another face-off win for the visitors. Dropped into the middle. Ballard snags it. Quickly out of her stick to Burns. And Ballard has kept this game, I guess, within reach. But it could be much worse than 10-3 without some magnificent saves. Timeout called by head coach Annie Madden and the Magicians. 7:18 left in the third. Make sure you stick around to the end of the game. We'll announce the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. Thank the Marblehead Sports Shop for being our community partner and bringing you the Player of the Game award. It's the first of 2 games here today on a wet Piper field. The boys set to take on Lexington at a 3 o'clock start. Forbes gets away from the 2 defenders to Burns. Looks like they're going to... Nope, she's going to run back. I was going to say, I thought they were going to let Kate play some offense, but she's going to hustle back into her spot. Under 7 to play in the third. Magicians down 6. It's kind of a gotta-have-it possession here. Kamas spins. Draws a couple more defenders. Has to kick it out to Weiser. Just one defending her. She also backs out. Back to Kamas. I'd like to see Weiser keep going at it. Knocked away from Kamas, but she's fouled. That'll get out of bounds. Still going to be Marblehead ball. Forbes into the middle, and she misses wide. Up from the goal line comes Weiser, finds Forbes. Has space to shoot, now works her way into the defenders, right into the teeth of the defense. Somehow slides through them all. She got hit, though, on her way through. So Forbes will have a scoring chance. Forbes scores. Beats Califf high. The second of the day for Marblehead's leading goal scorer, Maddie Forbes. She makes it 10-5. That's back-to-back goals for the Magicians. So far, they're winning the third quarter. Just trying to work their way back into the game. Delisle on the move. Gives it up to Forbes. Gonna look to go back to work. 4 minutes to play in the third. Forbes kicks it out. Weiser. She gives it up. Save made by Califf. Denies Kamas. Kamas works behind the net, gives a little head nod, trying to get her teammates to move where she wants. Smith. Too bad she can't spin back to her right. She has the defender in position to do so. She'd put the defender on her back and be lined up to shoot. She keeps going to her left, into the middle, lost it, bounces into the hands of Califf. She sends a one-hopper out. And Doherty working the sideline. Defended by Rowland. It's on the turf. Whistle goes in favor of the Magicians. A minute 40 left in the third quarter. Delisle splits defenders, shoots low, save made by Califf. Nice move by Delisle to squeeze through there. A better save by Califf. Two on one, and Ballard makes a save. Clark put it right in to the big netting of her stick. Ballard is keeping them in the game. Final 10 seconds. Magician's going to have another chance at a buzzer beater, and Delisle throws it away. Puts her head down to the turf right away. No chance there for a final shot. That's the end of the third quarter. It's 10-5. The Magicians score twice. Melrose only scores once, so they get a goal back. But a lot of work to do in the fourth. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. The fourth quarter is coming up. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. About ready to go here for the fourth quarter. The Magicians are down 10-5. Forbes with 2 goals, Kamas with 2 goals, and Avery Weiser with 1. Melrose with the opening possession. This is Chloe Arnold. Ball handler knocked down. Doherty will have possession outside of the semicircles. Daniels takes a little bump, keeps possession, trying to work Forbes. Gets around her, gets tripped up. Call goes against Forbes. So they got wrapped up. Saved by Ballard. She's been very good today, despite the 10 on the board for Melrose. Oh, but she steps outside the crease. She's got to know where she is. That's a freshman mistake. The Red Hawks come in, knock it away, and they're going to have possession. It's a low shot by the net, near post. Arnold pops out with it. Played over 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Scoreless in the frame so far. And no longer, as Clark scores her fourth of the day. Makes it 11-5. The Magicians finally win a draw. And they score. That's Kamas. That's a Magician hat trick for Catherine. She has 3 of the 6. A whistle off the draw. I think they're going to redo it. A goal apiece here in the fourth. Still a 5-goal lead for Melrose. Their largest lead of the day is 7. It was 10-3 at one point, early in the third. Good catch by Daniels. She starts the possession for the Red Hawks. Flips to Doherty with 8 to play. Frawley gets through the lane, fires. Goes sky high and into the corner. They'll keep it. Doherty defended by Rowland, gets by her. Infraction against Marblehead. Doherty will set up for a free look. She's had a ton of these today. And she scores on this one. The Hawks have the Magicians doubled up once again, 12-6. That's Doherty's second. False start. Goes against Melrose. Forbes spins a couple times, kicks it out. Weiser uses the screen, finds space, but doesn't shoot it. Kamas looking for room. Defense forces her back behind the net, gives it up to Forbes. Goalie Califf looks on at Smith and Kamas behind the net. This is Smith. That's how you get the defender on your back right there. You got to shoot it, though. That's a foul as Kamas is hit. No, my mistake. They call it against Kamas. Not sure about that one. This is Mackenzie Arcovio. Seeing some action here late. 4:40 left in the game. Melrose with a comfortable lead, 12-6. Under 4 to play. Arnold back out on the perimeter, defended well by Weiser. And they score. That's a difficult shot that Chloe Arnold puts in to make it 13-6. All kinds of traffic around her. It's her second of the day. Scored way back in the first to make it 4-1. Now makes it 13-6. They'll redo the face-off. They'll do it a third time. Three minutes to play. This is Matthews. That bounces in the crease and over the goal. Lauren Healy spins it behind the net. Pass out in front, and they score. Little fake high, go low action. That's Arnold again, back to back. Now she has a hat trick. She, Clark, and Matthews, all with 3 goals or more. Makes it 14-6 with 1:44 left in the game. Stick around after the end of the game for the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game announcement. Delisle took the draw, picks up the loose ball, gets by a defender, tries to rip one, it's blocked. The Red Hawks have it. Roland picked up the loose ball, sends it behind Maddie Forbes. Forbes on the turf, but the whistle goes against the Magicians. High pass. Clark couldn't catch it. She takes a tumble. And she is down still. With 56 seconds left in the game, they're going to come out to check on Clark. It was an awkward fall. She was sort of backpedaling. Clark back on her feet, which is good to see. And it knocked the wind out of her. She is holding that right arm in towards her stomach, so maybe shoulder. She might have landed on that awkwardly. Final 45 seconds. Scooped up by Matthews. Just going to work the sideline, and they will probably just run out the clock. And that'll do it. The Red Hawks come to Piper Field and steal a win from the Magicians on their home turf. 14-6 is the final. Stick around in just a moment. When we return, I'll announce the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. Today's Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game is Maddie Forbes. Forbes had the first goal of the afternoon and a second one in the third quarter. She's had an outstanding junior season. So congratulations, Maddie, from the Marblehead Sports Shop and from MHTV. We'd like to thank the Marblehead Sports Shop for being our community partner in bringing you the Player of the Game award. And of course, we'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. Thanks for joining the broadcast this afternoon. Once again, the final score from Piper Field, 14-6, Melrose over the Magicians. For all of us here at MHTV Sports, I'm Jess Burton. Thanks for watching.